Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. I don't know what's going on with our record player. I'm not sure why the music is all kind of banged up there. It sounds like it's on a slower speed, or I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I don't know if it's, again, I keep mentioning the computer, but I don't know if it's the computer or just the connection. I think this time it's the connection because that's coming from the cloud. So that's not me. That's not me. So welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show, friends. We are up and running. We'll go for the next hour till 9 o'clock. And we're up a little late, but I just had to do a couple things here this morning. So Facebook and YouTube are where we are at here this morning. So we'll set up the comments here. We'll open up that section in just a couple of moments. Just want to make everybody aware about the New York Auto Show that went live yesterday. Actually managed to finish that yesterday. So I went ahead and just put it up on the channel. So give that a look. It's our highlight kind of walk around of the New York Auto Show. Lots of fun, lots of great stuff. And certainly give that a click, like, subscribe. Well, really like the video, but subscribe to the channel if you can. Let's get that into kind of literally the fast lane. Let's see if we can get as many views on that as we can. Again, that's the highlight for the New York Auto Show, which was a lot of fun. And again, my suggestion to anybody looking to go to the auto show would be go in the middle of the week if you can. If you could take the day off, like on a Tuesday, Wednesday, that's usually the quietest of the show, because it starts the Friday. Usually starts Good Friday. That's usually when they try to set up the show. So usually trying to go that like Monday after Easter is pretty crowded, and then as you get into the following weekend, it's awfully busy. So usually that midweeker, that Tuesday, Wednesday is usually the best time to go. So little advice there. 7:58 is our time. 8 o'clock. What we'll do is we'll do a check of the weather from our friends over at the Weather Watchers. I'm not sure. I don't think it's Johnny because he said more than likely yesterday was his last appearance on the show for the semester. So it could be Alex, but we will see here in about 90 seconds or so. Added a new little piece there. That's the Seton Hall Pirate right next to the Wawa sandwich guy. So I got a couple of the things I got to see if I can put them. I'm starting to run out of space here on the back. On the back shelf here. Almost wish that this shelf was a little bit lower because then maybe I can stack some more stuff up, but I don't want to get too much that the whole background ends up falling straight into the ground. So, all right, friends, so it's 7:59 now. Let's set up the show the right way. We'll do this. Come down here to there. Bring in our branding. There we go. And I think that's it. So let's open up the comments here this morning. Anna says, buenos dias. Good morning to you. Alexander says, good morning. Working from home today. Apologies for missing yesterday's show. No apologies necessary there, Alexander. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for the good words about the car show. I think you may have been the first one to see it. I didn't even get a chance to. I haven't gotten a chance to put it out there. On Instagram or what have you. I just went ahead and edited and put it up. So, yeah, you may have been the first one to see the show. So thank you so much. Let's go to where are we going now? So it's 8 o'clock now. Here on the East Coast of the great United States. Let's go to the Weather Center and get a quick check of our forecast. Good morning.
Good morning, Don. Here is your Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. Today we actually have a red flag warning for Piscataway and most of New Jersey, meaning we're going to see an increase in possible fire activity due to the low humidity and the winds blowing. The temperatures around the week are going to remain around the 60s to 70s, and we will probably see some rain on Saturday and Sunday. The commuter forecast is going to be mostly clear on the AM commute, and there should be a little bit of cloud buildup throughout the day, but nothing at all to worry about. Today's highs are around the high 70s all the way down to the high 60s, like in Wildwood, Millville, Camden, Trenton, Piscataway, Sussex, all around the 70s, but closer to the coast, around Wildwood, Atlantic City, Toms River and New York, we're going to see around the mid-60s. And the lows are around the high 40s to the mid-50s down in South Jersey. For the futurecast ahead, not much of note. We're going to see that rain on Saturday and Sunday, but until then, we're not going to see much but a little bit of clouds. And for the 7-day forecast, we're going to see that the temperatures remain around the high 70s until that rain on Saturday and Sunday, where they drop down to the 60s and start to build up again slowly throughout the week. Back to you.
I believe that was Chris Janelli. I believe that's who was in the Weather Center there. So we're going to go with Chris. I think that's who it was. If the voice sounds familiar to you, put it in the comments. And if I'm mistaken, I apologize, but I think that was Chris. All right, so let's get to the action at hand. And it's just, wow, it is just chaos all over the place, as the great Russ Meyer says. Mass chaos. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. So let's start here in New Jersey as we usually do. So the upper level to the George has a broken down vehicle. Looks like it's exiting there for the Henry Hudson. And the Turnpike is overturned tractor trailer on the northbound ramp to interchange 9 in East Brunswick. Everything is shut there. And I'm pretty positive that they probably have that on camera. So, and they do. There it is. Looks like you have a lane open. Wow, that took out the light pole and took out the part of the guardrail. I'm sure of it. If it took the light pole out, look at that. Oof. Well, hopefully the driver is okay. It's not the easiest ramp, if I remember to kind of, when I say easy, it's a little sharper. It's a little bit of a sharper turn than what you anticipate it to be. But there's definitely a lane open as you're seeing traffic getting through. So could be that the load just shifted and just, thankfully, it doesn't seem like there was another vehicle on that side. Well, there wouldn't be because of he or she, the driver, is in the outside lane. So I guess that is some welcome news. Now, what is this truck going to do? Wow. Oh, that's a tight squeeze through there. Are they going to make it? Wow. Okay, so we've got that to contend with. So that is going to be right here on this ramp, right there. All right. 18 is busy with Central right here at Edgeboro Road. Same thing with Route 1 through West Windsor, Plainsboro, getting up into South Brunswick. 206, some heavy traffic in Hillsboro. 18 here by River Road is busy. 287, 440 both ways and towards exits 2 and 3 and 2 and 4, I should say. Then again, between exits 10 through 12. On out to Somerset County, 78, 22 is good. 78, Hunterdon County is clear. Let's see here now. 80 is some traffic going east of Route 15. And then again, heading east through Parsippany, eastbound 24 is busy. This is all normal stuff. Same thing west on 24. Parkway is heavy. Clark on up to Union. Turnpike, though, through 11, 12, 13 into 14 is good. It's just a little exiting volume at 15E. Parkway is busy both ways in Bloomfield. We'll get to the Hudsons in a minute. Eastern and western spurs are fine. Westbound Route 3 into 46 is heavy. Eastbound 46 into Little Falls also was heavy both ways of 80. It's crowded through Patterson, so it was 208 coming down the hill here into Maple, Goffle, Fairlawn Avenue, Central Avenue here, tied up 17 in either direction. East west on Route 4 by Queen Anne Road is a bit heavy. So let's go to the Hudson River crossings. That George Washington Bridge it's got to be at least 55 minutes or so. And the Lincoln's probably 40. 40 minutes. 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 Well, it was close. 60 for the lower, 31 for the upper, about 40 for the Lincoln, and about these two here are probably closer to 45. Especially that Holland Tunnel. It's I think it underestimates it by about 10 minutes or so, just coming through that construction at the toll plaza. So you can see here the Skyway is just jacked. Save a little bit of time coming off the Bay extension, but getting on, depending on where you get on, here at 14 is a little heavy. And this 1-9 getting into truck routes 1 and 9, that's the local lanes just slammed. Again, we're back to the Turnpike, back to Route 3, back by Patterson Plank Road. And then this George Washington Bridge, we're almost back to the 80-95 split. It is just a real horror show. Wow. Okay, let's go to the city now. See what we've got. The Deegan broken down vehicle, southbound exit ramp, east 138th Street, George Washington Ridge, upper level. We know that. That's under the apartments, Bronx Whitestone Bridge, and the Queens side. We got an overturned vehicle, 2 lanes are shut. And then the southbound side of the BQE, Kosciuszko Bridge. So dialed out city. Let's go to the cameras. See what we've got. We'll see if we can see anything with this Bronx Whitestone Bridge situations. Ooh. Wow. So it's literally coming off of the bridge. It's still technically, I think, on the bridge. I think that's the Queen's Tower. So it looks like basically just the far left lane is open. I'm sure they're going to investigate that in some capacity. The vehicle's still on the roof. Wow. How does something like that happen? I mean, you really must be flying in order to have that happen. We're looking live at the Bronx Whitestone Bridge. We will go to Connor. Good morning. I knew something was fishy on Route 18 near the Turnpike. I think I detoured around the buildup. Yeah, it's that overturned truck. And Connor, the car show video is up. So just make a note of that. Now, hopefully everyone walked away from this. That's looks pretty serious to me. So okay. So that's the Whitestone issue. Let's see how far back that delay gets. We're back to the Bronx, obviously. But I think the northbound side is heavier than the southbound side. We're back all the way back to the LIE here on the Van Wyck. Then it turns into the Whitestone Expressway. All right. Let's go to the Bronx, West Cross Bronx, southbound Bruckner. Both ways the Deegan here, getting up into Yankee Stadium. Southbound Deegan is the parking lot from Van Cortlandt Park down to the Cross Bronx, north on the Bruckner extension, on up to the Hutch is heavy. Bronx River Parkway, south of Pelham Parkway, we're busy as well. Throgs Neck, obviously that's the way to go into Queens. If you're heading down to the LIE, look at this. This is wide open. Right onto the clear view. Always go for the clear view. Never go for the Cross Island. Just a tip. That was the other spot we wanted to go to. We wanted to be the Kosciuszko Bridge situation. That's going south. I think that's the exit. When this disappears, we'll show it. I think there's the crash right there. It almost looks like a car carrier. Again, these aren't the greatest cameras on the planet, but to me, it looks like that could be a car carrier. No. Nope. That's just it's just before the bridge. Just before the bridge here. Right there. See, they get anything with this camera? No. Well, I think if they were to turn this camera the opposite way, I think because it's on the westbound, so it's before you get to the bridge. If they were to turn this camera around, you get a better shot of what's going on. All right, so 8:12 is your time. I'm going to go to the weather center here in a minute. We'll finish up the city. So there are your delays back to really Northern Boulevard. Midtown Tunnel is about 15 or so, but then the holdback here, the traffic is making this section of the BQE wide open until you get down to the Brooklyn Bridge. What else is new there? Inbound Gowanus is just a mess straight off the Verrazano. Wow, look at all that. Well, that's just normal. East on the Staten Island Expressway, busy into the construction over by Bradley Avenue. And again, what else is new there? Both ways out by Bay 8th Street is busy. West on the Belt is heavy into Mill Basin. It's amazing. After all this construction, rebuilding these bridges and everything, they still can't get this traffic to move. Just don't get it. Outbound Jackie Robinson here is busy. Getting out to, what is that? Ocean Parkway? No. Pennsylvania Avenue. Both ways, the Van Wyck's heavy into Atlantic Hillside Avenues. Eastbound Grand Central is a parking lot, so is the LIE, then going west. I mean, this is just normal stuff. Cross Island is tied up pretty much end to end here, heading north. Just a horror show. Let me see if there's a camera here. No, it's a two. That's just showing. Camera looks familiar. I feel like I think this is the way I used to come off of Jericho Turnpike and snake my way back over to the back onto here, back onto the Clearview, because the LIE in the northern state coming off Long Island was just a parking lot at that point. Okay, so 8:14 is our time. Let's go to the Long Island incident page here, see what we got cooking. No matching records. That's good news. Just a lot of volume here in the southern, both ways, 18 through 28. Nothing you could do about that. Then again into 110. West on the LI is heavy from 46 over to west of 44. Then again from 40 on over to 39. Northern state tied up here as well. Same thing into the Wonton, the northern. Again, this is just all normal stuff. Deer Park Avenue, Saturday Coast Building, volume north of the southern. LIE West into 60, 58, 57. Just regular traffic until you get out to central Suffolk County. Looks good. And then our delays here through the Hamptons, Hampton Bays, Shinnecock Hills, Tuckahoe, Southampton, Watermill. All right, so let's go to the Weather Center again and check in with our weather watcher, Chris Ginelli. Good morning.
Hello again, Don. Here's your second Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. Again, we have the red flag warning for most of New Jersey, meaning that the lower relative humidity and the winds are going to make it more possible than normal that we're going to see wildfires and such. Temperatures throughout the week remain around the high 60s to 70s, and we have an 80% chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday. Commuter forecast is looking good. For the AM commute, it'll be mostly clear, and for the PM commute, maybe a little bit more cloud buildup, but absolutely completely fine. For today's highs, we're going to see around the high 70 to high 60 degree range, 60 degree range around the coastline of New Jersey, and heating up almost to 80 in Camden around the other parts of the state. Lows are going to be around the mid to high 40s, all the way down to the lower 50s down on the south end near Wildwood, Millville, Atlantic City, and Camden. And for the future cast, we're not going to see too much. All that rain is coming later in the week, so you should enjoy some nice temperature and nice skies until then. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Chris. That's weather watcher Chris Gianelli. And thank him so much for the forecast here today. So a little rain into the forecast for the weekend, but as he said, we certainly do need it. No question about that. It is really dry out here. It's just, yeah. So even John had said yesterday he had a bit of a drought map up that parts of northern New Jersey, South Jersey, Cape May County, probably Salem County, Gloucester are in a bit of a deficit now. So we'll see if what little rain, I don't know how much that'll help the rain. It'll help the rain gauges, certainly, but how much it's going to make a dent in that, I don't know. But we shall see. All right, so let's go to Connecticut. Bring that into the conversation. So just delays along 95 and the Merritt. Nothing out of the ordinary there. 95 south of 28 over to 26. And then we're heavy here from 20. Well, I'd say 20. 20 down through about 6, and then the Merritt Parkway's heavy from 44 all the way down to 41, and then further south down into 36 we're heavy as well. Let's see here now. We go to lower Westchester. Debris in the roadway and the New York State Thruway northbound before exit 16 in Harriman. Palisades crash southbound at exit 10 across county. East express lanes, Kimball, Midland Avenues. One lane is shut there. So that's a new problem. Right in here, it's right here, the express lanes, that center section. And then east again is heavy out to the Hutch. Look at this. This is just that sawmill just dialed out into the Henry Hudson. And north on the Hutch into Weaver Street is busy. East on 287 is heavy on out to, what is that? Exits 9, like 10. The Hutch is 9, so like 10, 11, 12. Eastbound on 287, just east of the Thruway, is crushed here into exits 5. Almost back to the bridge, to the Tappan Zee Bridge here. Let's see what we've got here. There's the Palisades crash. That's really banging things up here, getting into exit 10. Is that right? 10, yeah. Germans Road or Germans Road. Wow, that's a big delay. Oofa. That's 10 straight up to, what is this? This is probably 12. I would think. Yeah. From 12 down to 10. It's all tuned up. So the rest of Orange County, Rockland County, again, this is more Orange, all of Orange County really, is fine. Looks pretty good here in Fishkill. 84 Carmel, Hamlet, Brewster, 684 Katona, Mohegan Lake. Taconic Parkway is clear. So not a whole lot going on there, all the way down to Armonk, 684. Okay, so 8:21 is the time. Again, we're going till 9 a.m. You're on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Please post up in the comments, where you're watching us from, and let us know about your morning commute. Like and subscribe to the channel. We'll go to transit now. Let's see. Northeast Corridor. Where are you? 7:55 departure of Jersey Ave is canceled. 7:36, 6:34 departure of Penn Station, New York is canceled. Hudsonburg and Light Rail. The 15-minute delays in both directions. Motor vehicle accident or Jersey Ave. And the 7:57 departure from Trenton to the Waterfront Entertainment Center was canceled due to a medical emergency. Okay. So that's NJ Transit. Let's go to Path. Let's see. Jobo Journal Square to 33rd, Hoboken 33rd resuming normal service. Earlier disabled train issue has been resolved at Hoboken. Mandatory Hackensack River Bridge lifts testing. First lift 10 to 11, 1 to 2. Possible Newark World Trade impacts both directions there. So look out. Watch out. We'll go to the MTA now to bring that to the conversation. 2-3 N and Q trains, northbound 2-3 delays, police activity, Atlantic Avenue, Barclay Center. Southbound NQ trains are running with delays after we moved a train that had its brakes activated in the Manhattan Bridge. Okay. Let's go to the rails now. Harlem line, Harlem Hudson, New Haven, 20-minute delays, earlier power issue in Grand Central. Long Island Railroad. Long Island Railroad is good shape. Okay. All right, so 8:24 is our time. I've got 47 degrees here, a little chilly it seems like, but temp's going to warm up into the lower 70s today. And we're going to check the forecast again with Chris at 8:30, 8:45. We'll do last check of the weather, and we'll do our sponsors there. So you saw me with the Knicks hat on. They're tied at 1. I believe the so that is tomorrow night. So that is tomorrow night, and a 1 p.m. affair there. And a 1 p.m. Game on Sunday. A 1 p.m. game on Sunday. Wow, who's watching that? Wow. Okay. Let's see here now. So that's the Knicks. On Rangers are playing the Devils tonight at 7:30, and then they are back in action on Saturday and then Monday. It's like every other day because there is no commute. I mean, there was no there's no travel time there necessary other than the half hour, 40 minutes. Let's see here. So that's that. I think let's see. The Mets are actually in San Francisco yesterday against the Dodgers. So they have a late game here. Two late games. 10:40, 9:45, 10:15, and the Yankees. I have a feeling they're off today. I got a feeling they have a travel day. No, they're playing again today at 4:05. They just keep on rolling. They don't really give them too many travel days in the early games. They don't have a day off until May 4th. Wow, that's incredible. Wow, that's incredible. They don't have a day off until May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Yeah. Let's see here. Connor says, "Oh yeah, I saw the auto show video. Thanks for the BMW showcase. Wasn't much. However, Toyota, Lexus looked good. They did. No Honda showcase. I quickly showed it, Connor. There wasn't much to show and was fairly busy as far as people, so I couldn't really make my way in. The only thing new was the Accord, and everything else was pretty much the same. So you're right. I probably should have gone through, but like I said, there was just some reason there was a lot of people when I just at the time that I was walking through. So it just kind of had to keep on moving. Connor says not a big fan of the Accord. Yeah, it's interesting what they did with it. I just don't like the fact that they kind of slap on the enter the infotainment like an iPad. I like it more integrated into the dash. And he says usually I'm a CRV guy. So yeah, I just don't like the interior styling the way they're going. Just not really my cup of tea, as they say. All right, so we're coming up on 8:30 now. We'll do a quick preview of this. So there's your turnpike situation. Right shoulder is blocked. So we saw traffic getting through there in this upper level to the George. Coming off for the Henry Hudson, we got one lane out of service there. I want to bring in the city cameras very quickly. Just want to see if we're able to see anything. Hmm. some ways I have a feeling that may be cleared. Connor says, well, at least you did a virtual tour. He saved me big bucks on tickets. Yeah. But it's definitely worth going next year if you can swing that. All right, let's go back to the Weather Center now. And this is our weather watcher, Chris Janelli. He's going to check out that forecast. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Don. Here is your Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. Today we actually have a red flag warning for Piscataway and most of New Jersey, meaning we're going to see an increase in possible fire activity due to the low humidity and the winds blowing. The temperatures around the week are going to remain around the 60s to 70s, and we will probably see some rain on Saturday and Sunday. The commuter forecast is going to be mostly clear on the AM commute, and there should be a little bit of cloud buildup throughout the day, but nothing at all to worry about. Today's highs are around the high 70s all the way down to the high 60s, like in Wildwood, Millville, Camden, Trenton, Piscataway, Sussex, all around the 70s, but closer to the coast, around Wildwood, Atlantic City, Toms River, and New York, we're going to see around the mid-60s. And the lows are around the high 40s to the mid-50s down in South Jersey. For the futurecast ahead, not much of note. We're going to see that rain on Saturday and Sunday, but until then, we're not going to see much but a little bit of clouds. And for the 7-day forecast, we're going to see that the temperatures remain around the high 70s until that rain on Saturday and Sunday, where they drop down to the 60s and start to build up again slowly throughout the week. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. So that's Weather Watcher Chris Janelli in the Weather Center. All right, so let's go back to our action here this morning. Now, it looks like there's something going on at Route 23 because this should not be in the red at all. Yeah. Let's see which way that's going. Looks like it's going south, north. So what you see, so I think it's going south myself, but because the traffic going south is just really jacked. Wow, through Newfoundland, almost back to, is this Echo Lake Road? Yeah. Wow. That's a big hit. So cue that up. Nothing from the DOT. And there's no cameras through there. So yeah, looks like something's going on in, well, this is really what, Kinnelon? 23 Nissan, okay. Butler, okay. No. I know it's Passaic County. I got it. That's West Milford? No, is it? Is it West Milford, really? Yeah, it is. I see, that's Kinnelon. Butler. Oh, okay. So something's going on there. I'm sure the DOT will pick up on it, hopefully, after watching our little broadcast. Morris County seems to be settling down east on 80, east of Route 15, a little bit slow. Again, it's 25 to 9 already. So, and let's check it out. Again, 208 is busy. Both ways of 80 and Patterson is heavy. We head to the Parkway through Bloomfield. East Orange is crowded. Going north, slowly easing up here. And same thing in between Clark and Cranford. Looks like going north here just before Colonia, we may have something happening. Let's go to the cameras, the Parkway. No. That's north on the left. see anything there. And this is that's south of 136, so that's not going to do us any good. But there is something happening here, it looks like. I don't know what, but I think maybe there was something there because that camera usually is facing the opposite direction. So more than likely they moved it. 287, really, there's something going on with this 287 440. It usually never really creeps back to 440 for some reason. And it's been doing that the last couple of mornings. Danforth Ave. So this is the southbound side coming from the Parkway on into 287. So that's just getting drilled. You know. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Monmouth County is fine. 29 in the Trenton Tunnel's a little busy. Through Brick on the Parkway, Toms River. That's good. On over towards 42 and 55. That's crowded. On up into 295. Really busy here. Same thing on 295. That's a heavy ride out towards, again, 76. 55, AC Expressway is good. Route 9, the Parkway, Seattle City, Stoner, Wildwood, Cape May is all in good shape. So let's do this now. Let's bring in the city list. Still the Bronx Whitestone Bridge, Kosciuszko Bridge, FDR Drive, Misplaced Treasure Trailer, northbound of 58th. All right. Let's see if we can bring anything to the situation here. But the northbound is all jacked up because of that situation, which is going to be right in here, right before the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. And this BQE is still just getting hammered. Hammer don't hurt him. It's this camera here. If they were to turn it around, you'd be able to see it. But they don't want to turn that camera around. Foolishness. All foolishness, I say. Let's see here now. To here. Nope. So only the 2 left lanes are open here. I think there's going to be an investigation here. That, I mean, if it was just a car and no one was hurt, they would just clean it up and gone. But all right, so this vehicle's on the roll here. Well, this may be cleaning up here as we speak. Looks like this guy here is in charge, the white shirt. So this looks like, we'll just leave it here for a second. You're looking live at the Bronx Whitestone Bridge on the Queens side of it. And there was an overturned vehicle. Looks like they're putting the cones away. I got a feeling this one's going to clear here in just a minute. So now they just stopped all traffic, or unless they're going to do an investigation where they need to get this vehicle. No, I think he's just turning around. They probably came up the Queens side of the bridge. So NYPD is out of the way. To me, this is an MTA deal, because at least that's what I'm thinking. It's an MTA deal because it's actually on the span of the bridge. So I don't know who has. Oh, what happened? What happened? We lost it. Lost the camera. This is a probably jurisdiction of MTA police, but all right. So now they're rolling. It's an MTA vehicle, and the dark blue car looks like a state trooper. Let's just see when that car rolls by, and of course, just when you want to see the car, 18-wheeler has to come through. The darker cars look like state troopers. I wonder if this maybe was a police chase or something. I can't imagine that. I mean, why would they? If there was, they just shut the bridge. Why would they allow the car on the bridge? But so you're looking at that live. We're going to be the first ones to tell you the Bronx Whitestone Bridge is now reopened, all the travel lanes, and this investigation's out of the way. So our friends at City DOT, we're just gonna hang with this a minute. On the left, we'll see where those vehicles are going. They're just coming off. They're just coming off of the bridge. So there goes the state troopers. They're out of the way. So they're just going to escort all of those vehicles off. And look at this. As soon as they start seeing flashing lights, everyone on this side has got to stop. What do they got to stop for? This is stupid. I mean, come on. See, that's the problem. That's where you get run into problems right there. All right, so you're seeing and hearing that first in the Tri-State Traffic Show. I guarantee you no one really has this anywhere else except for us. So there you go. That is now reopened, but the delays still ensue. So I'm going to, for our last report, I think I'm going to play the report with the 7-day weather forecast for us, and then we'll do our sponsor break, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, friends, be back in a minute and 30 seconds.
Good morning, Don. Here is your Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. Today we actually have a red flag warning for Piscataway and most of New Jersey, meaning we're going to see an increase in possible fire activity due to the low humidity and the winds blowing. The temperatures around the week are going to remain around the 60s to 70s, and we will probably see some rain on Saturday and Sunday. The commuter forecast is going to be mostly clear on the AM commute, and there should be a little bit of cloud buildup throughout the day, but nothing at all to worry about. Today's highs are around the high 70s all the way down to the high 60s, like in Wildwood, Millville, Camden, Trenton, Piscataway, Sussex, all around the 70s, but closer to the coast, around Wildwood, Atlantic City, Toms River, and New York, we're going to see around the mid-60s. And the lows are around the high 40s to the mid 50s down in South Jersey. For the futurecast ahead, not much of note. We're going to see that rain on Saturday and Sunday, but until then, we're not going to see much but a little bit of clouds. And for the 7-day forecast, we're going to see that the temperatures remain around the high 70s until that rain on Saturday and Sunday, where they drop down to the 60s and start to build up again slowly throughout the week. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks so much for the weather reports here today on your Thursday. So let's go. I'll take a quick break here. And speaking of the warmer weather, we're looking at some definitely some warmer weather this afternoon. Getting getting up to 72 or so, and room temperature, as they say. Excuse me. Perfect time to be going out and getting a delicious ice cream here at the Vanilla Bean Creamery. So definitely put that on your list to head over to 22 North Avenue West in Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number for one Mr. Ralph Koppelman in his 13th season, I believe. No, 14th season, I think, out of Queens, New York, and has the best ice cream around. Wonderful flavors all the way around. He's got the vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, the core 3. Also has, some specialty flavors as well. Just these pictures are from last year, but I did take some new ones that I have to go ahead and upload to the system. Maybe I'll do that after this broadcast. There's some of the party cake, the black raspberry, the grasshopper, cotton candy, the blood orange sorbet. Just wonderful treats here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. S'moreo, chocolate cookies and cream, triple strawberry. So you get the idea of just this plethora. As Emerald used to say, I wish you had smell-o-vision, because you get the ice cream smell, the scents of the ice cream, just wonderful stuff here in the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. So head over to 22 North Avenue West. Go to his website, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com, for more information. Also follow him on Facebook for the latest breaking news from the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. We thank Ralph so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Let's go to the Shaved Cave, 1471 Rant Road in Clark. 908-325-6283 is the phone number for all your grooming needs. It's a classic barbershop with a modern feel to it. They have the TVs in there and watching the games. I'm sure they're heavily invested here into the NBA playoffs. Give them a call, make a reservation, an appointment, really, because they're busy all the time, just to save your time and their time. 1471 Rant Road in Clark. 908-325-6283 is the Shaved Cave. Definitely hit them up there for a fresh cut for the spring. And again, we thank them so much for sponsoring our little broadcast. Let's talk to our friend Darlie Newman, Travels with Darlie. Nice. Let me see if I can get a better background there. There we go. Travels with Darlie. There she is, all decked out in her fancy hat in Santa Fe, New Mexico, in season 10 of Travels with Darlie, a wonderful travel program on Amazon Prime, PBS Create, New Jersey PBS, Wondrim, and Ovation TV's Journey. Check her program out, please. Go to her website, darlie-newman.com, for more information on her and the broadcast. And this was in Quebec, some fancy desserts. Always seems to find these wonderful places around the world for some great food, great drink. Always finds a local brewery as well. And this was in Quebec, too. She was dressed in one of the period costumes there for one of the festivals. And then this is her in Delaware, I think. Yeah. So, and then one more in Turkey. You can see, again, with the hats. So I told her in our interview, she has a real fine collection of haberdashery hats. And I think that'd be kind of a interesting little chapter in a book of some type. of some capacity. We haven't played a clip from Darley's show in quite some time, so let's see if we can find one. Let's do the promo for season 10, shall we? And then and we will continue. All right, sit back and enjoy.
In the all-new 10th season of Travels with Darley.
I see what you're doing. I can visualize it. What do you guys think?
My cheese exercise. I'm about to ride the rails on a train that's the brainchild of George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones.
Santa Fe Southern Railroad. We repaired the cars. We went for a wolf and dragon motif.
Sounds like the Margaritas hatched a lot of plans here.
But I'm not leaving out. Modern female pioneers.
I am in my 60s and I start doing this. Whatever you want to do in your life is possible at any age.
The findings here are huge. The site predates Stonehenge by thousands of years.
We go back in time. We go back in New France, in La Nouvelle France.
It's 5 a.m. I'm up really early to go hot air ballooning. So let's go, because we have a lot to discover on Travels with Darley.
So again, check out Travels with Darley on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, New Jersey PBS, Wonder Innovation TV's Journey. Head to her website, darley-newman.com. She also has her merchandise site. It's Darley C. Newman. Let's see, darleycnewman.com/shop. I got that right. darleycnewman.com/shop. And actually, I think I have it there. There you go. darleycnewman.com/shop. So there you go. So head there and pick up one of those fine coffee mugs like I did, as well as some of the sweatshirts and the T-shirts there, and support Travels with Darley. And we thank her for her support here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Now, last but not least, is our friends over at Maxim Motor Cars. It's 973, I should say. That's 973-620-9060. Give Nick or Anthony a call for a quality used vehicle at an affordable price. And some of these vehicles, as you see, do have some higher mileage, but they're still in good shape for a new young driver, or just a station car, as they used to call it, back and forth to the train station, not really going that far. So definitely give them a call. You get the Pontiac, the Cadillac CTS. The only one I didn't see that was, I'm assuming it was sold, was that Pontiac G8. That had been up here for a long time. But he finally sold the Acura TL, the Type S, the 5-speed automatic. It's a nice looking car there. 2015 BMW, and the 2002 Volvo S60. 2.4 5-speed automatic. So they are located in Morris County on West Clinton Street. Give them a call again, 973-620-9060, and tell them that I sent you for a quality used, affordable used vehicle. I'll get that right. What is a quality car, but for probably 98% of the population, not an affordable car, is our cameras here over at the National Corvette Museum. So we'll take a quick look at this, and I have two other vehicles that I wanted to show you real quick. One just got introduced after the auto show. So that is a convertible, at least a 2LT, and with the Stingray R package. That's kind of sharp with the badges there. This is, what is this? This is a white convertible. That may be a 1LT off the top of my head. Usually what you can tell is the head-up display that's in the windshield. That's 2LT and up. Oh, that's a nice looking car. Look at that. That's a great looking combination too. That's the Red Mist Metallic with the natural interior. That's a 2LT, because the 3LT would have the dipped interior, with the dashboard also going to be in that tan leather. Wow, that's a sharp vehicle. Wow. I think that may be the owner, in fact. There is a blue coupe with the red seats inside. So I think that is staff of the museum. So what they do is, that you get a personal assistant when you have the museum delivery. And I think it costs like $1,000 extra to add to the price of the car, but they take you through the car, the whole experience, the museum, delivery. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see what we got. Another red mist metallic. That's the 3LT with the natural dipped interior and the black nacelles. That's a convertible with Stingray R package on it. Let's see what else we've got. Another red. That's the torch red. I don't know whether that's I can't tell whether that's the carbon fiber roof or the transparent roof. Very cool. There's a white Z06. Wow, that's a rare beast with a red interior. And that is a white. I don't think that's the pearl white 70th anniversary because there's no badges on it, but I think that's just the regular white. Cool stuff. All right, so there was two other vehicles I wanted to bring. Now, if I can get this thing to work. Let's see here. This is actually an interesting vehicle, this Invista from Buick. So it's based on the Chevy Trax. It's only got a 3-cylinder engine. And but I just like the way the styling of it. I think it's kind of sharp looking with that coupe-like profile with the hatchback. It's kind of a sharp looking car. Almost has the little BMW X, what is it, X4? X6? X6 or so, I think. I know, Connor, I don't know if you're still with me, but just give me 1 second. Oops. Okay, so yeah, that's the Buick Envista. I imagine you'll probably be able to build your own very shortly, see what other colors and so forth. But I think it's kind of nice looking. And again, taking some of the nice amenities out of it. You know, there's no cooled seats, there's no HD radio, which doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get why they keep taking that out, but they're basically just using the same. All of this is the same as the Chevy Trax. They should have put a panoramic roof in there, is what really I think would have set it apart. But quite frankly, that shape, the size, shape, and so forth would probably make a really nice electric vehicle as well. Plug-in hybrid or something. Oh, choose your color. Oh, there you go. There we go. Let's just see. I didn't see this. Not terribly a fan of silver. Wow, there's only 5 colors. Well, that's not good. No, it's not too bad looking. As long as the inside, you can get maybe like a lighter color or something. I don't know. What is this? Blue? No. Black. White frost. That's probably the best color out of all of them. I don't know what the interior looks like. I guess there's probably not going to be too many choices for a car that's only going to max out really at $31,000. Go figure that, right? It's kind of cool looking small vehicle there. Very nice. All right, so let's go here to Lincoln. Let's see. Introduce the all-new Lincoln Nautilus for 2024. I really should do a separate video on this. So the Nautilus is really based on the Explorer. But I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is a production model. Look at this thing. This is all one screen. The whole front of the dashboard is all one screen. That's wild. I can't imagine what that's got to look like at night. That's got to be really crazy looking. Wow. Well, let's start a custom build. Let's see what we can do. This vehicle is not coming out until the beginning of next year. I believe. Let's see here. Well, let's go full tilt, black label. The full deal. Certainly either they're aiming for an older crowd or something. I don't know what, but these colors are just god awful. Horrible, horrible colors. The white is about the best. I don't understand why they have, look at this. They have silver and they have lustrous gray and then caviar dark gray. 3 different shades of gray, and they're all within like 2 degrees of, I don't know. I don't get it. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're going to reserve. There's got to be some other better colors. There we go. That's at least something. I know I'm partial to red, but my goodness, those colors for an $80,000 vehicle are just god awful. So that's the exterior. Reserve 3. I think those wheels are nice. Let's see what the interior looks like. Light smoked truffle. Where do they come up with these names? Black onyx, space gray. Ooh, that's blue. Ooh, no, I ain't gonna go. Interior options. For a grand total of $68,000. Wow. 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 Anyway, I've really gone off the rails here and digressed completely from what we're doing. So anyway, there's just a couple of the newer vehicles I just wanted to bring to your attention here this morning. Long Island is beginning to settle down, still on the southern and the westbound LIE here at 135. And then we still have delays out to the Hamptons and Southampton. South along 95, we're fairly busy here out of Fairfield down through Stamford, and then the Merritt Parkway heavy south of Route 7. East on 287 is busy here this morning into White Plains, but the rest of the Hudson Valley, southbound throughway, a little heavy here at 14. Rest of the Hudson Valley, I think we're fine on 84, 684. That is moving along really nicely. South along 23, we still have what I believe is a crash here into the Butler Kinnelon area. Absolutely, there's something going on here by Hamburg Turnpike, but still nothing reported here at this point. So yeah. All right, so I think that's going to wrap it up here for today's broadcast. So let's do this. Or self-promotion here. Again, please like and subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Wow, we already got 29 views on the auto show. Awesome. Pass it along to all your friends. Definitely like that video because that'll put us into a different lane here. Yeah, let's see what we can do to get that rolling. And this EV Blazer, which is in this video here, is really, really sharp looking. No question about that. I feel like I'd rather spend 68 grand on this than the Nautilus, but that's just my viewpoint. So again, if you can, like and subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Let's bring those numbers up. All right, friends. So let's do this. Put myself on camera. Oh, I'm gonna break the microphone. Whoops. Sorry. All right. So I want to thank Christian Ellie from the Weather Watchers. We'll see the Weather Watchers tomorrow morning around 7:30. I want to thank Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, Travels with Darley, Maxim Motor Cars, and also the Shaved Cave there in Clark for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. We thank all of you for watching. I know I kind of lost a little bit of the audience here this morning. Now we're into 9 o'clock. Folks are back to work here. So I think we'll head off here this morning. Have a terrific Thursday drive safely, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.